That might be. Does anybody else have a broken Quillen flat blade dagger?
No, I took that off the front.
Okay, yeah, that is mine. One of the reasons I have it is because it is very unique, and I saw Jacob using that before I realized people took mine. I was like, does Jacob also have one? All right, anyways, volunteers from group 1, hopefully not the same as last time. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna sit right here, so front and center. There you go.
The ladder.
Okay. Move up. Sorry.
Good disarm though, that can get under your foot.
I step in front of him, I block, I snake my arm around, I twist it, and then I turn my body. Yeah. And half the time I get stabbed in the neck. And if he does raise it up so it doesn't work, then I can still, it's still on my back as I slip in and I've turned. And I can easily throw him. And destroy my elbow and shoulder. And his dagger could end up under my foot.
And he has no chance of escaping.
Good.
No chance of escape. There's no way he can.
All right, group 2.
I am the master.
Did you see my golden beating?
Yeah.
It's a similar vein of where I'm approaching with the stab, and as opposed to grabbing me, he's letting my arm slide so he can meet my elbow with his and lock me behind his arm. So even if I want to stab him with a padded jack, it's just a back scratch. And if he wants to, he can control me in either direction. He wants to throw me, pull me along,
Back to the
and
seat.
lead me back to the seat.
All right, go back to your seat. Group 3. Thanks, guys.
Presentation.
That took some thought.
Right.
ADHD thought.
Yeah, nearly identical in the sense that as he comes,
That's how the dagger gets on the floor.
as he comes in, I could be moving like to this, but if he starts doing something squirrely, I can let it pass and then catch it here, and he's stuck behind my back, and I can either rotate his arm like this and really do something, or I can even put my hand in his chest and lock him this way, and if my foot is in that way, I can either pull him this way, or I could just, pull him this way. So.
Very nice. Thank you, group 3. Have a sit. Group 4.
All I can say is great minds think alike. So he's coming in, I'm just kind of going straight in close, getting my arm twisted around, and either he's going behind him, or if their arms are in different positions, he often can, I somehow got the other guy straight across his own neck with his own knife.
Yeah, that'll happen because there's that twist in there. Good.
But
Have
yeah.
a seat, guys. Thank you. All right. I am pleased to see that you guys had the right idea here. So, what you guys want to do with this is, it is as simple as you guys had it, right? There are relatively complex motions, but if you practice them, they're really not complex anymore. You are looking for that serpentine type action, okay? So Mariah thrusts in at me. I still go to palm because I want to stop that, right? But for any reason I feel the need, I can continue through here, and I put my thumb on the inside of her elbow, and I start turning with my hand, follow through with the arm. Did you poke yourself in the face?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I poke you in the face?
That's fine.
I continue through so that I'm elbow to elbow. Notice I don't just go directly elbow to elbow because I will get stabbed in the eyeball. I don't like getting stabbed in the eye. So you press it off, you start that breakage. Now from here, Mariah, if you rotate around for me, like this, what I like to do is I like to continue that motion all the way through the body. We have full collapsing here. Usually if that is done quickly, that's going to catch the dagger on my back, not in my back, on my back, because it will turn the blade as I'm twisting. Oh, Mariah, let me let you relax. Sorry. Let me just continue teaching as Mariah's like in almost pain. But, I'm not, so go ahead and get this on me, guys. The most important part of this, to me, is that, number one, you don't get stabbed. That's rule number one, right? As that comes in, I'm stopping. I go down to that elbow and I start my twist, lock in. And the reason I try to break that elbow in is because I see a lot of people get to where that is very extended and they come here and then it's like trying to bring a log through their back like this. This isn't helpful because Mariah could, if she wanted to, like wrench that in some way. She's using her other hand. I can use my other hand too. But she can in that. Okay. Also remember, guys, this is all done extremely fast. Okay. I'm not like, okay, guy who wants to kill me, make sure to go slowly so that I can do this counter really well. Right? If he wants to kill me, he's gonna kill me. Right? Here he's gonna try to, and I'm going to stop him. So this is all fast. We're talking like millisecond steps here, okay? I don't like this because Mariah feels the need to stick that dagger down my plumber's crack, and I don't appreciate it, okay? So what we wanna do instead is as that dagger comes in, we're going to make sure we don't die with that stoppage, okay? A few of you went with the wrist. This actually can be bad because if you go with bent arm and they hit your wrist, she will power through that and I will die. If that was a real strike, I won't be able to stop that, okay? If I hit with my elbow, I can stop it, but do you guys like playing with this? No. I don't. I like this, personally, right? And so from here, as there's pressure, I'm going to quickly go and make sure that you're still extending to get that thrust. I'm going to quickly go down and I'm going to try to get here so that as I bring my elbow through, her elbow follows. I mean, technically my elbow will follow hers through, but my elbow is doing the pushing, okay? And just like you guys were showing, Mariah is very flexible, but from here, I can really do anything, okay? This is an extremely uncomfortable position for my opponent, but I'm literally just like this with my other arm. This is extremely easy, okay? If she decides to be all smart and witty, then I just grab my own wrist and I finish this dislocation extremely easily, but they asked for it because they were trying to stick that down my pants. Jerks.
It's such a nice pocket.
That's a final play.
What kind of pack horse does that make me?
The prison one, man.
Dad, you need more pockets. Here's one. No, that's not a pocket. All right.
Thank you for reinforcing the need for sanitization.
My dagger, I'll take care of it, don't worry. Luckily, just in case, she did not stick that down my pants. She was just tickling with the intention, and I'm not a fan. So, on that, guys, anybody have any questions?
No, sir?
Good. I want you to remember, don't get stabbed, right? And then for that technique to be excellent, we want to draw that elbow through the gap between our bodies, okay? Reason being, because that makes them do this, and nobody likes this, okay? There is a play in Fiore that comes up later, which is actually pretty similar, where you go the opposite direction. You go from the outside to the inside of the elbow and then over their back, and it gets them into this position. And then Fiore's like, yeah, and I can just like walk them to jail. And it's like, he's not being cocky, he literally can. Like, unless they want their elbow to just pop out of socket, he totally can just, you know, walk them. MJ?
What if they're exceptionally taller than you are? Then how, like, you can't really get like your